Dear world, it has been 34 days of constant battle. In the first week, we were startled and lost for words. It is like we were having some nightmares and that it might just be over when we opened our eyes. Wrong. The second week, we saw that our democracy was on the brink of death, so we started raising awareness, and it felt like our voice was being heard as local news and national news covered what's happening in Myanmar. Phrases like "Save Myanmar" and "Pray for Myanmar" were offered. The third week came, and this was when our hearts began to shatter. We experienced the loss of our brothers and sisters, which ignited a fire in us to keep pushing. By then, we have heard a bunch of "We stand with yous" and "We hear your cries." By the fourth week, we continued to witness more innocent lives being unfairly taken away and more violence. We thought we weren't alone in it, but we started to realize that we were on a road of accepting that we might have to take this fight alone. Nobody seemed to care. The heavier the weight, the longer it takes, the less people want to carry. Social media usually is good for a one-day thing, a one-time prayer, and a one touch of sympathy. And this problem isn't going anytime soon because it didn't start just yesterday. Myanmar has been crying for help for the longest time and the world has ignored it. We realize that the history might be repeating. So oh, it can happen, your silence keeps me suffocating. Now here we are, it's the fifth week. The fifth week of hearing concerns and thoughts, but you continue to remain motionless as each day innocent lives are being taken away. These innocent lives had goals and dreams to accomplish. Future lawyers, artists, doctors, teachers, world changers slipped right in front of our eyes, and you've allowed that. In these 34 days, our emotions and mind have been everywhere. Right when we think that we're not alone, we end up not having hands to hold on to and shoulders to lay on, other than ourselves. The question I have for the world is, why are you continuing to sit still and watch? Is the 50 lives that we have lost not enough for you to take action? Even with the unanswered questions and unfinished thoughts, the people of Myanmar still continue to fight because we will not surrender to crude men that loathe us, that want to conduct the ways of our living, enslave our minds, and deprive our own and our one and only chances of freedom. And you see, my brain has not reached the point where it could comprehend how someone could be pleased with killing and abusing innocent human beings. And to also know there are people in this world that remain to sit in their comfortableness while there are teenagers writing their blood types and giving consent to donate their organs just in case they die, leaves me in a place of frustration and confusion. The world is supposed to be where families are created, where dreams are being made, where connections deepen, where love and peace should be strived for, yet you failed to do so. Power and greed for wealth has distorted a man's mind and has foolishly blinded others with hate, which has led to suffering and bloodshed. It has poisoned the democracy that has been long fought for. But world, do you not understand that we need each other? Wealth does not bring peace. Power does not bring freedom. Fame does not bring unity. Love brings peace. Equality brings freedom. Kindness brings unity. Have we forgotten that these are the natures that bring us closer? World, you may have forgotten about us, but we cannot forget about you. We cannot forget about what the Myanmar military has done to us. You should not forget about us either. Like a great leader has once spoken, as long as there is injustice here, it is a threat to justice everywhere. Once evil wins this round, the next one will surely come. They are like cancers, they are like viruses, they are like pandemics. We need to destroy them by their roots before they spread too much, too fast, and too easily. Once this world wins this round, the next one will be easier. So I invite you, world, join us in fighting for freedom. Sincerely, the people of Myanmar. Thank you.
So first of all, I would like to give credit to my two cousins, Linda and Mo, for helping me write with this. Yeah, so I will start ahead with the piece. I still remember the cherry that blossoms during the season of spring in Myanmar. The beauty that our motherland displayed for us. The laughter of my younger self and my childhood friends still rings in my ears. Till this day, I reminisce about the days rolling in the mud, climbing trees with my friends as if we were the kings of the jungle. I still remember the moon beaming through the night and listening to our Burmese folk tales from our grandparents. But now, my heart is shattered by the thought that the generation after me will not experience the beautiful moments of childhood given to me by our beautiful Myanmar. Dear Myanmar, I am sorry. I am sorry that you, of all country, have to endure this again. You are a country and a home for millions of people from all different kinds of backgrounds and religions. You were our God-given motherland, a place where the people are supposed to live in peace, and a place where the youth are to scavenge for their future and make extraordinary discoveries instead of marching towards their deaths, towards that soldier firing bullets. Dear Myanmar, thank you. Thank you for sustaining the smiles and the hopes of the people. Although the heinous regime has robbed you of the luxury of life and imprisoned you and the people into the loophole of fear, you did not stay silent. You make sure the world know that you existed. The world had thought you were finally recovering from the wounds and wars from all the battles, but now you are facing that battle once again. Your streets have turned into a battlefield once again, where thousands of civilians are hunted by soldiers that disguise themselves as protectors of Myanmar, while in fact they are the real terrorists, the sole enemy of the people. Dear Myanmar, I stand with you. I stand with Ma Jiazin, Nya Choi Te Khain, Thia Zo, and all the other heroes that sacrificed their life to protect the freedom of the future generations against the selfish and egoistic government that only care about power and not about the responsibility it has to preserve the people's liberty. Dear people of America, I invite you to stand with us. Be the voice for the voiceless in Myanmar. Stand against the prejudice, tyranny, and injustice in Myanmar. You are one of our last strands of hope. Dear UN, you pledged on protecting the world, making peace for the world. So how many more lives have to be taken in order for you to stand by your pledge? So dear UN, I am inviting you to stand with us and fulfill your pledge for the world. Thank you.
2 weeks ago, we found ourselves surrounded by parties and all these but all of you should be determined to take action. As artists, we hope that you enjoy the video. Join us in spreading silence to millions of people. As we ask you to please do more than just life. Reach deep into your heart. Side by side. Whatever you have, no matter how big or how small,